What's up, guys? Welcome back to the sports menu. And today is NFL Tuesday. So, yeah, today, for NFL, this week's version of NFL Tuesday, we're going to review week one of the NFL. We're going to review week one, and we're going to go over the standings after week one, and then we're going to go over the NFL stat leaders after week one. We'll go over the news for every sport. We're going to go over the news of NFL back a long time, and NFL Tuesday a long time, so we'll over. But yeah, after we go we'll review week one of the NFL, and we'll go over the standings and stat leaders, and that's going to do it. So, yeah. My social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Discord are in the description of this episode. There have been in the past few episodes, and the continue episodes description of videos. So yeah, go check it out if you haven't already. Go follow, join Discord, follow my Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing here. Like this episode in particular, want to see more episodes like this one, and turn notifications if you want to know if you want to anything on the channel. Maybe post, short, upload video, stuff like that, live stream, anything like that. So yeah, that's what for NFL Tuesday this week. So yeah, let's just go. We'll just get into it here. NFL, just football news in general. Jets quarterback Justin Fields was carted to the locker room after suffering apparent lower leg injury. Yeah, he's fine. He ended up playing week one. This is from a while ago, so yeah. Jameer Stewart and the Bengals have agreed to a 4-year, fully guaranteed $18.97 million contract, including a $10.4 million signing bonus. Big contract from Jameer Stewart. Cowboys tight end Jake Ferguson agrees to a 4-year, $52 million extension. Tight end for the Cowboys sticking around for a few more years. Chargers with Sean Slater agreed to a 4-year, $114 million extension, making him the highest paid offensive tackle by AAV, which is average annual value, basically per year. So yeah. Broncos wide receiver Courtland Sutton agrees to a 4-year, $92 million extension. Colts and Bernhard Ryman agrees to a 4-year, $100 million deal. Washington Commanders have agreed to trade wide receiver Trey McLaurin to the Parents, sending Jaylen Waddle and a third-round pick to the Commanders. I don't think that I don't think that happened, but definitely didn't happen. But yeah, I guess so. He extended with Washington. I really don't know why I wrote that down. Anyways, Kyren Williams signed to a 3-year, $33 million contract, $23 million fully guaranteed, by the way. Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles said Baker Mayfield dealing with hand injury. He had knee surgery. Knee surgery and will leave quarterback week to week. He played week one, so he's fine as right now. NFL suspended wide receiver Jordan Addison for the first 3 games of the 2025 regular season. Violating the league's substance of abuse policy. So yeah, he was out for week one. He's gonna be out for the next 2 weeks. Well, Chargers signing wide receiver Keenan Allen to a 1-year, $8.52 million deal. Comes back to Los Angeles. Bills running back James Cook agreed to a 4-year, $48 million extension, $30 million guaranteed. Trey Hendrickson on trading block. I believe he ended up getting extended, but I'm not quite sure. We'll check that out down here. Commanders trade for running back Brian Robinson Jr. Traded away Brian Robinson Jr. to the 49ers for 2026 6th-round pick. After 9 NFL seasons, former Cowboys and Patriots running back Ezekiel Elliott decided to retire. He announced on Friday morning. I don't know how much weeks ago it was, but probably not that long ago. Commanders and receiver Terry McLaurin have agreed to a 3-year extension with $96 million. There we go. That's basically what it should have said there. Another Holden ends. Bengals and Trey Hendrickson reached an agreement today on a $14 million raise for this year, boosting his 2025 salary to $30 million per services. Yeah. Panthers to trade wide receiver Adam Thielen, a conditional 2026 7th round pick, and a 2027 5th round pick to the Vikings for a 2026 5th round pick and 2027 4th round pick. Thielen's back in Minnesota. Cowboys agreed to a 4-year, $92 million extension with cornerback DaRon Bland. Buccaneers agreed to a 4-year, $90 million extension with offensive tackle Luke Goedeke. 49ers add $3 million in playing time incentives to wide receiver Juwan Jennings' contract. Status alert, Chris Olave headed the medical tent on Sunday. Breaking 49th Pro Bowl tight end George Kittle is expected to be sidelined multiple weeks with a hamstring injury. That's tough work. 49ers waived kicker Jake Moody earlier today. Brock Purdy has a left shoulder and toe injury that makes him uncertain for Sunday's game in New Orleans. Kyle Shanahan said the team will see how the practice this week goes. If Purdy cannot play, 49ers backup quarterback Mac Jones play in line to start. They should win either way. I'm not really worried about that because it's the Saints and they kind of stink. So yeah, that's it. Let me delete this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It was a lot. But hold on now. Let's go to week 1. Review week 1. Week 1, game number 1 of the 2025 NFL regular. We're starting on Thursday between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys. They start out the game, start out the season on a kickoff. There's a scrum. Jalen Carter spits on Dak Prescott. He did get fined. He's not suspended. Forgot to write that down today, but yeah, he's not suspended. He just got fined, so yeah, he will be likely to play versus the Super Bowl rematch versus the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. So yeah, crazy start to the game. Start the game. Javonte Williams 1-yard touchdown run for the Cowboys, knocked down the extra point, 7-0. And then Jalen Hurts 4-yard touchdown run, extra point is good, 7-7. Javonte Williams does it again. 1-yard touchdown run again. Cowboys lead 14-7. Jalen Hurts says another running touchdown specifically for Jalen Hurts. Extra point is good again, 14-14. Brandon Aubrey knocks down a 41-yard field goal. I believe it's 41-yard field goal. And then Saquon Barkley runs it in from a 10-yard touchdown run to give the Eagles a lead. Brandon Aubrey knocks down a 53-yard field goal. Then Drake Elliott knocks down a 58-yard field goal, 24-20 Eagles lead. No score in the fourth quarter as the Eagles take game 1, 24-20 at home over the Cowboys. The quarter-by-quarter score: first quarter 7-7, second quarter 14-13 in favor of the Eagles, third quarter 30-0 in favor of the Eagles, fourth quarter 0-0. If you look at this game, Dak Prescott 21 for 34, 188 passing yards. Javonte Williams 15 carries, only 54 rushing yards, average 3.6 yards per carry. Got 2 touchdowns though. CeeDee Lamb 7 receptions, 110 receiving yards. He did drop a couple of tough ones. That was tough, but overall it was a pretty decent game. CeeDee Lamb. Ferguson 5 receptions, 23 receiving yards. George Pickens 3 receptions, 30 receiving yards. But Sanders actually. Miles Sanders, running back for the Cowboys, 4 carries, 53 rushing yards. Pretty good game for him. Jalen Hurts, on the other, 19 for 23, 152 passing yards, 62 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Just a great game for him. Saquon Barkley, 18 carries, only 60 rushing yards. But he got 24 receiving yards and a touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 7 receptions, 44 yards. Dotson, 3 receptions, 59 yards. The Eagles take game 1, and they will play the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. The Sunday night. No, it's 3:25 p.m., so it'll probably be the biggest game of the week, I'm assuming. Chiefs and the Chargers. Friday night. It was a good one too. It was a pretty good one. It was in. It doesn't even say where it was at. I don't remember exactly where it was at, but it was not. It was in a different country. So yeah, Chargers jump out early, 7-0 lead. Yeah, they won 27-21. I was impressed with Justin Herbert as he went 25 for 34, 318 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 32 rushing yards. Justin Herbert is phenomenal. Start the season on a high note. The Chargers have high aspirations for the season. They get one up on the Chiefs early, and that's a huge start for them. Overall, Quentin Johnson, 5 receptions, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. What a game from him. Keenan Allen, 7 receptions, 68 yards, a touchdown. Landon McConkey, 6 receptions, 74 yards. O'Marion Hampton, running back, 15 carries, only 48 rushing yards. Not a great game from him overall, but Conklin, tight end, 2 receiving yards, 2 receptions, 50 yards, and just a great game overall for the Chargers. So yeah, but compared to the Chiefs, 24 for 39 with Patrick Mahomes, 258 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, 57 rushing yards. Not the bad game for Mahomes, but not the greatest game. Marquise Brown, 10 receptions, 99 yards. Travis Kelce, 2 receptions, 47 yards. Smith Schuster, 5 receptions, 55 yards. Pacheco was off. Kareem Hunt was off. The running game for the Chiefs was not good. Neither was it for the Chargers. The running game this game was really bad, but the passing game was great. Overall, but the Chargers pick up a huge W. They get up early and they stayed up the rest of the game, really. So, yeah. What a start for the Chargers. They get one up on the Chiefs on Friday night. Let's go to Sunday, and this was a chaotic one. This one was an interesting one, that is for sure. Let's scroll down here a little bit here. Dolphins and the Colts. 33-8 destruction from the Colts to the Dolphins. 17-0 was the box score of the second quarter. Is really all you really need to know. Minneapolis, Daniel Jones, 22 for 29, 272 passing yards. Passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 26 rushing yards. Phenomenal game from him. Yeah, Michael Pittman Jr., 6 receptions, 80 receiving yards, a touchdown. Warren, tight end, 7 receptions, 76 receiving yards. JT, 18 carries, 71 rushing yards, 27 receiving yards. The whole team was very active today, and they capitalized a lot. Spencer Charter, kicker from the Colts, 4 for 4 on field goal, 3 for 3 in extra points. He was great tonight. Compared to the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa, 14 for 23, 114 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 2 interceptions, 7 rushing yards. He was not great. Zach Wilson, though, came in 5 for 8, 32 yards. So, yeah, but Akane, running back, 7 carries, 55 rushing yards. 20 receiving yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 4 receptions, 40 yards. Jalen Waddle, 4 receptions, 30 yards. He did get hurt, though. I don't know what happened after that, but I did see him get hurt, though. The Colts start off great, and the Dolphins are back. Not too great. Not. Steelers and the Jets. This one was a barn burner. 17-6. Steelers won the fourth quarter. Aaron Rodgers, 22 for 30, 244 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Phenomenal game from Aaron Rodgers. Proved that he still has it, you know. Calvin Austin, the third, 4 receptions, 70 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Jaylen Warren, running back from the Steelers, 11 carries, 37 yards, 1 touchdown, 22 receiving yards. DK Metcalf, 4 receptions, 83 yards. So yeah, they played great. Steelers, phenomenal. Aaron Rodgers, clutch. Compared down the other end, Justin Fields looked great too, though. 16 for 22, 218 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. He looked good, though. Garrett Wilson, 7 receptions, 95 receiving yards, a touchdown. Breece Hall, 19 carries, 107 rushing yards, 38 receiving yards. He was great. Breece Hall was great. Justin Fields was great. Garrett Wilson was great. Steelers, Aaron Rodgers clutch. They didn't look too good. in the first 3 quarters overall. Then they came back, and Aaron Rodgers ended 4 passing touchdowns to get the W. So yeah, Steelers are looking up at this point. Jacksonville Jaguars, 26-10 victory over the Carolina Panthers. There was a big rain delay, but the Jacksonville Jaguars outscored the Panthers 17-0 in the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence had a great game. Travis Etienne Jr. He went off. Brian Thomas Jr. had a pretty decent game. Frank had a good game. The Jacksonville Jaguars just had a great day over against the Panthers. So yeah, Jaguars looking pretty good so far. Cardinals and the Saints. Cardinals are able to hold off the Saints, get the W, but wasn't pretty at times as they got the job done. Kyle Murray, 21 for 29, 163 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 38 rushing yards. Marvin Harrison Jr. went off. James Conner went off. Trey McBride went off, and this team just looked really good over up there. Saints. Spencer Rattler, 27-46. Kamara could not get anything really going on the ground. Chris Olave got hurt again. Just not looking very good for the Saints. Cardinals pick up a huge W. They'll try to make a playoff push this year. Commanders versus the New York Giants. Daniels 19 for 30, 233 passing yards. Rushing yards. He was phenomenal. They defeat the Giants. Russell Wilson looked like he was running for his life. Malik Neighbors had a great game though. So yeah, Commanders looked good as they able to go 1-0, just like their division rivals in the Philadelphia Eagles. Buccaneers versus the Falcons. So yeah, 23-20. Buccaneers are able to get the W. Baker Mayfield, 17 for 32, 167 passing yards, 39 rushing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Great game for Baker Mayfield. Clutch when it comes in clutch when you need it. Ibuka, the rookie receiver for the Buccaneers, 4 receptions, 67 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. He looked great. Mike Evans, 5 receptions, 51 receiving yards. Shepard, 3 receptions, 39 receiving yards. The team looked great. Bucky Irving, 14 carries, 37 yards. Compared to the other end, Michael Penix Jr. for the Falcons, 27-42, 298 passing yards, passing touchdowns, 20 rushing yards. He looked great as well. Bijan Robinson, 12 carries, 24 rushing yards, but he got 100 receiving yards. He was going off on those wheel routes and checkdowns. Drake London, 8 receptions, 55 receiving yards. Kyle Pitts, 7 receptions, 59 yards. Falcons looked good, but the Buccaneers were able to get the job done. That was huge for them. I do like the way the Falcons were looking that game when it came to the facts that Bijan Robinson only got 24 rushing yards. You know that he's going to do a lot better than that. I love the way that he was involved in the passing game. He created a lot of good opportunities. Michael Penix Jr. Threw for about 300 yards. Drake London had a great game. Kyle Pitts had a good game. Cloud III had a great game. The team looked good, but Koo, the kicker, just missed a big time field goal to tie the game, but the Bucs look great too. Baker Mayfield, 3 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 167 passing yards, 39 rushing yards. He played great. Ibuka, 2 clutch touchdowns for him. Bucky Irving got a tutty as well. And the Buccaneers, both these teams looked really good, but the Buccaneers able to come out with the W in week 1. Clutch for them. But Cincinnati Bengals did not look so great. They got the job done though. In Cleveland, Joe Burrow only went 14 for 23, 113 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Joe Burrow definitely had an off night. But Chase Brown, 21 carries, 43 yards, rushing yards, 8 receiving yards. They just kept handed off to Chase Brown quite a bit. He didn't get 43 yards. So his offense of the Bengals only got 141 yards combined. They were just not getting anything going. Noah Fant, 4 receptions, 26 receiving yards, and a touchdown. T. Higgins, 3 receptions, 33 receiving yards. Jamar Chase only got 2 receptions, 26 receiving yards. So he averaged 13 yards per reception, but he only got 2 receptions. So yeah, he wasn't really involved that much. overall. Yeah, but they did get 2 interceptions, the Bengals. Compared to the Browns, Joe Flacco kind of went off, though. 31 for 45, 290 yards. He did get 2 interceptions, but he got a passing touchdown. Joe Flacco kind of did go off. Tillman, 5 receptions, 52 receiving yards. Dylan Sampson, 12 carries, 29 rushing yards, but he got 64 receiving yards. Bannon Jr., 7 receptions, 63 receiving yards. Judy, 5 receptions, 66 receiving yards. That was Jerry Judy, by the way. So yeah, the Browns offense got 327 yards compared to the Bengals only got 141. The Browns offense looks significantly better, but the turnover game and the unable to finish for the Browns really cost them the game. The Bengals need a lot of work if they want to be able to knock off the Jaguars. They are at home though with the Jaguars. Joe Burrow usually starts out pretty cold to start the season, so we're going to see Joe Burrow respond to his home opener, but the Jaguars look much better on offense. We're going to see how they respond now. But I'm not really that worried for the Bengals. I'm just worried about the division that they're in. The Steelers and the Ravens look significantly better than them. I know the Ravens ended up blowing the lead, but like still, they look significantly better. But the Bengals were able to pick up a W, which is what matters at this point of the season. Especially for a team like the Bengals, they typically have slow starts. So the fact that they got the win, they say, hey, we gotta they get the win. We're gonna move in the next week. We're gonna change a lot of stuff. We need to change a lot of stuff. We need to work on a lot of stuff, and we can improve, and we can see what we can do from here. But yeah, they're gonna be at home versus Jacksonville. We're gonna have to see what they're able to do on Sunday at noon, Central Time noon. So yeah, that was that. Then we got the Raiders and the Patriots. I gotta find the game here. Raiders and the Patriots. Raiders had a big third quarter to get the W. Huge third quarter for Geno Smith and the Raider. Geno Smith, 24 for 34, 362 passing yards, 1 interception, 1 passing touchdown. Geno Smith went off this game. He's really trying to prove that he really can do it. Jacoby Myers, 8 receptions, 97 receiving yards. He went off Brock Bowers, 5 receptions, 103 yards. He also went off today, Sunday. Trey Tucker, 2 receptions, 54 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, 19 carries, 38 rushing yards, and a touchdown. This Las Vegas offense looked really good overall, and that was a bad game also overall for Ashton Jeanty, knowing what he can do. So if Ashton Jeanty can get going, this Raiders offense is looking really good after week 1. They also got an interception. The guy who got the interception was Isaiah Maya, whatever, got the interception. Compared to the other end, the Patriots, Drake May, 30 for 46, 287 passing yards, 1 touchdown, passing touchdown, 1 interception, 11 rushing yards. Yeah, he had a pretty good game overall, but definitely a lot of questionable stuff. Keishan Bout, 6 receptions, 103 yards. Stephon Diggs, 6 receptions, 57 receiving yards. Hunter Henry, 4 receptions, 66 receiving yards. He looked good as well. There's some definitely bright spots to this Patriots offense. Their defense looked pretty good overall. The passing defense is pretty mid, but the rushing defense is great. They got 4 sacks as well. They're definitely pressuring Geno Smith, but their coverage was not that great. But the Patriots have some stuff to work on, but they have some bright spots. But the Raiders' offense looked, especially the passing game. The Raiders' passing game looked phenomenal with Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers. Ashton Jeanty was also I feel like was there, and some checkdowns. Trey Tucker. And yeah, they have so much options as well. Dante Thornton Jr. also got 2 receptions, 45 yards. He was there as well. Raiders overall pretty good, and I think their passing game has a lot to be proud of. 49ers and the Seahawks. 17-13, the 49ers win. 10-0, Seahawks won the second quarter, but other than that, the 49ers looked really good. Brock Purdy, 26 for 35, 277 yards, passing yards, 17 rushing yards. CMC, 22 carries, 69 rushing yards, but 73 receiving yards. He was really in the passing game. Pearsall, forget my team to work. Oh, specifically. Time to restart the app. So, Ricky Paracel, 4 receptions, 108 receiving yards. George Kittle, only 4 receptions, 25 receiving yards, but he's gonna be out for multiple weeks likely, which hamstring's gonna stink. But I mean, this team looks pretty decent. Their offense definitely had slow parts, but I like the way CMC really got in the passing game a lot. He really helped with like check downs and stuff and wheel routes and stuff like that. Really got involved in the passing game. Yeah, 62 yards after catch, which is very, very good. The passing game, Parasol looks good as well. Graded the Seahawks, Sam Darnold 16 for 23, 150 passing yards, 14 rushing yards. Sam Darnold actually was very efficient, but he didn't pass that much. So he only got 150 passing yards, but he went 16 for 23 is really efficient. Jackson Smith, the Jigba, looked very good. 9 receptions, 124 receiving yards. Yeah, he looked really good. Opponent, 12 carries, 47 rushing yards for the running back. Kenneth Walker, 10 carries, 20 yards, and not look that great. Cooper Kupp, 2 receptions, 15 yards. Seahawks offense, not the greatest. Sam Darnold was very efficient, but wasn't able to run very much. Shabonnet got 12 carries, and Kenneth Walker also got 10 carries. So, yeah. Defenses looked really good. Offenses, not so much for this game. Next game, Broncos versus the Titans. Broncos win 20-12. Yeah, the Titans offense did not get much going. Cam Ward, 12 for 28, 112 yards. Yeah, he just was not very efficient. He wasn't making smart decisions out there. Very rookie mistakes out there. Tony Pollard, 18 carries, 60 rushing yards. 29 receiving yards. Tony Pollard was great, though. Tony Pollard was great. Calvin Ridley, 4 receptions, 27 yards. But yeah, Titans offense was really bad. The defense was pretty good. The defense was very good. The offense, not so much. Bit of the Broncos offense. Bo Nix, 25 for 40, 176 passing yards, 2 interceptions, a passing touchdown. Bo Nix didn't look that great neither. 15 incompletions and 2 interceptions. Not the greatest game for Bo Nix, but not terrible. Cortland Sutton recently signed an extension, 6 receptions, 61 receiving yards, and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 16 carries, 63 rushing yards, 5 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Harvey, running back, 6 carries, 70 rushing yards. The Broncos defense your offense looked great. The Broncos defense looked great. The Broncos looked great overall. I really liked the Broncos overall. The red zone offense wasn't the greatest, but it definitely got the job done. They were able to get the W to the Titans with a couple of flaws there for sure, though. Then we got the Lions and the Packers. This one was an interesting one. Micah Parsons' first game as a Packer. The Packers go up 10-0 heading into the second quarter, and they just hold on for the rest of the game. Jared Goff, 31 for 39, 225 passing yards, passing touchdown, and interception. Jared Goff played great. He was making last minute decisions out there. There definitely towards the end he made a couple of questionable ones, but overall he looked really good. Sam Laporta, 6 receptions, 79 receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs got locked up though. 9 carries, only 19 rushing yards. The Packers defense was all over Jahmyr Gibbs today. Yeah, Sunday. 37 receiving yards though. He was good. Tisla, the rookie receiver, got only 1 catch, but it was arguably the catch of the year. He did like an Odell Beckham Jr. one-handed go back, snagged it, and dragged the toes and somehow caught it. But yeah, it was phenomenal. It was a garbage time. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 4 receptions, 45 receiving yards. He wasn't that active, but when he was there. David Montgomery, 11 carries, only 25 rushing yards, 18 receiving yards. The running backs of the Lions are definitely more in the passing game than the rushing game for sure. Bit of the Packers, though, 16 for 22 with Jordan Love, 188 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Josh Jacobs, 19 carries, 66 rushing yards, a touchdown. Jaden Reed, 3 receptions, 45 yards. Tucker Kraft, 2 receptions, 16 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 2 receptions, 68 yards. Wicks, 2 receptions, and 30 yards. Overall, the Packers' weapons, tight ends, receivers, Josh Jacobs, even in the passing game, looked great. Josh Jacobs looked great on the ground. Jordan Love made way smarter decisions. Packers came out strong. Their defense looked great. They stuffed up the run game. got an interception. The Packers looked phenomenal. The Lions definitely have some flaws, but they looked pretty decent overall. But they definitely have some flaws, and the Packers just came out swinging. Really, what it came down to. Texans and the Rams. Texans and Rams take down the Texans 14-9. Houston, C.J. Stroud, 19 for 27, 188 passing yards and interception, but 0 passing touchdowns. He just didn't have much time. The offensive line kept fumbling. When he actually had time to throw the ball, he looked great, but most of the time he was running for his life. Nick Chubb, 13 carries, 60 yards. Hutchinson, 2 receptions, 30 yards, 30 receiving yards. Schultz, 3 receptions and 28 yards. They just didn't have any time. C.J. Stroud simply didn't have much time back there. Is really what it came down to. Matt Stafford, though, 21 for 29, 245 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. Puka Nacua, 10 receptions, 130 receiving yards. Darren Williams, 18 carries, 66 rushing yards. Devontae Adams, 4 receptions, 51 yards. Puka Nacua, Karen Williams, Devontae Adams, Xavier Smith all looked great for the Rams, and Matthew Stafford looked great as well. The Rams defense, of both of these teams' defense looked phenomenal, but Matt Stafford had a lot more time in the pocket to actually throw the ball, and they were able to get the W. So, yeah. That's kind of what happened there. Back up. There's only 2 more games. There's only 2 games. One on Sunday, one on Monday. Bills versus the Ravens. Now, it's a game. For sure. So, in the fourth quarter, the Ravens winning 40-25. Bills came all the way back and won 41-40. Let's talk about it here. I mean, wow. Lamar Jackson, 14 for 19, 209 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 70 rushing yards. He was lights out. He was phenomenal. Derrick Henry, 18 carries, 170 rushing yards, 182 yards overall, 2 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, 7 receptions, 143 receiving yards, and a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 receptions, 35 yards, a touchdown. They looked great, but Derrick Henry fumbled. Bills go down, they score. Bills get the ball back again. They go down, they score. And then they win with a game-winning field goal with Buffalo. Josh Allen, 33 for 46, 394 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 30 rushing yards. Ridiculous. That's MVP right there. Keon Coleman, 8 receptions, 112 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. James Cook, 13 carries, only 44 rushing yards, but got 58 receiving yards and a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 4 receptions, 48 receiving yards and a touchdown. Shakir, 6 receptions, 64 receiving yards. Palmer, 5 receptions, 61 receiving yards. They had built so much targets, so much people stepped up, including Josh Allen, and they were able to somehow get a win at home. I don't know how they did that. That was arguably game of the year candidate. It was only week 1, right? And then last game of the week, Bears and the Vikings. Bears looked great heading in the fourth quarter. Then the Vikings outscored them 21-7 in the fourth quarter to come back and win. J.J. McCarthy, 13 for 20, 143 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, a rushing touchdown, 25 rushing yards. Aaron Jones, 8 carries, only 23 rushing yards, but got 44 receiving yards. Jay Jetta, 4 receptions, 44 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Jordan Mason, what am I talking about? Jordan Mason, 15 carries, 68 rushing yards, 7 receiving yards. Naylor, 1 reception for 28 yards. T.J. Hockenson, 3 receptions, 15 yards. Vikings started out really bad, and then in the fourth quarter, they just went off. Rid of the Bears. Caleb Williams, 21 for 35, 219 passing yards, passing touchdown, 58 rushing yards. He was very elusive out there. Odunze, 6 receptions, 37 receiving yards, and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 17 carries, 53 rushing yards, 12 receiving yards. DJ Moore, 2 receptions, 68 receiving yards. Yeah, but you just load down the line here. Cole Kmet, a 31-yard game. But outside of that, he wasn't really into that much. But Bears looked great for 3 quarters, and I think they forgot that, there's 4 quarters of the football game. For the Vikings, if they can play like they did in the fourth quarter, they're going to win a lot of dang football games, I'll tell you that. They were really, really good in that fourth quarter. J.J. McCarthy really came down and said, it's my time to shine, and he did. 3 touchdowns in that fourth quarter, just absolutely phenomenal overall. I don't know if he actually got all of them in the fourth quarter. I don't know. Either way, he looked phenomenal. The Jaguars looked great. Aaron Jones looked great in the passing game, not so much on the ground. Jordan Mason on the ground is really their running back. He's their guy right now. He looks great. Jordan Mason is more of the running back, like the actual rushers, and Aaron Jones is more for the passing game and blocking. Naylor looked good in it. You got one reception but for 28 yards. Hockenson was good at blocking. So was Adam Thielen, but Hockenson also got involved a little bit. Richard, that's literally how I said. I don't know how to say that, but I'm gonna say it like that. 2 for 2 in field goals, 1 for 1 in extra points. Kicker for the Vikings. For the Bears, if they play like they did for the first 2 to 3 quarters, they'll be just fine, right? They'll be just fine. K. Williams was looking great. Adunze looked good. DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, Zacchaeus, Cole Kmet, Loveland, all those guys look great, but they just lost it in the fourth quarter. They lost it, right? I mean, it just depends which side of the Bears you get for the rest of the season. That's really going to determine how the season goes, right? So I mean, yeah, that's it. I think from here on out, I might do like this for all the sports, but like just go over the standings and do what each team did this week. Like a little bit more simple to make it less drawn out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that'd be a little bit better. We got the AFC East. Buffalo Bills stand alone at the top of it. 1-0. They defeat the Baltimore Ravens. 41-40 and a 15-point comeback in the fourth quarter. Wow, just wow. And then the Jets, Patriots, and Dolphins all 0-1. The Jets barely lose the Steelers. 4 passing touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. They look the best out of the 3 teams in the AFC East that lost. Patriots did look pretty decent at times, but overall the passing defense was really bad. So they lost to the Raiders, and then the Dolphins got absolutely murdered by the Indianapolis Colts. AFC North, Bengals and the Steelers stand alone at 1-0. Steelers 4 passing touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers get the W. The Jets in New York, by the way, very impressive. And the Bengals played terrible on offense with between the defense and the fact that they play the Browns. Those 2 things build them out, and they're able to find a way to get a W. And the Ravens let up 16 points in the fourth quarter to lose. And then the Browns are the Browns, so they lost to the Bengals, even though the Bengals played terrible. Don't even know how that happened, but yeah. AFC South, right? Got the Colts absolutely smacked the Dolphins to get a W in week 1. It was in Indianapolis, I believe. And then Jacksonville get a huge W over Carolina. Carolina, big rain delay, then a dominant second quarter for the Jacksonville Jaguars get the W. Houston Texans lose 14-9 to the Rams, and then the Tennessee Titans offense couldn't produce anything, and they lose to the Broncos 12. AFC West, the Chargers defeat the Chiefs 27-21 on Friday night across Garcias. And the Broncos able to defeat the horrid offense of the Tennessee Titans 20-12 barely. The Raiders also beat the Patriots 20-12. So there's 3 teams in the AFC West that won this week. But the one team that didn't is the Kansas City Chiefs, and they lost to the Los Angeles Chargers 27-21 on Friday night. In the NFC, we're starting with the NFC East. The Commanders get a 1-0 start as they defeat the Giants and only let up 6 points, 21-6. Great game from the Commanders from top to bottom. Eagles beat the Cowboys 28-24. There were some points as like, what are we doing, guys? Come on, we gotta lock in. And then they did lock in and won 20-24. They get the W. Cowboys lost to the Eagles, and then the Giants lost to the Commanders 21-26. NFC North, Packers smoked the Lions. Overall, they were very dominant. I must have forgot to refresh this page, but the Vikings also want to know they defeat the Bears on Monday night. The Bears lost to the Vikings, so they're 0-1, and then the Lions are 0-1 because they lost to the Packers. NFC South. The Buccaneers defeat the Falcons 23-20. To the Younghoe Koo. Something like that. I'm just going to say that. Falcons kicker misses the game time field goal. The Buccaneers steal one in Atlanta. And then the Saints lost to the Cardinals 2013, and the Panthers lost to Jaguars. NFC West, the Niners beat the Seahawks. Cardinals beat Saints. Rams beat the Texans. And the Seahawks lost to the Niners. So, yeah. NFL player stat leaders here. Offensive leader, passing yards leaders. Number one, Josh Allen, 394. Then Geno Smith, 362. Justin Herbert, 318. Michael Penix Jr., 298. And then Joe Flacco, 290. Rushing yards, Derrick Henry, 169. Travis Etienne Jr., 143. Breece Hall, 107. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt for Washington, 82. And JT, Jonathan Taylor, 71. Sacks, Harold Landry, 2.5. Javon Hargrave from Minnesota, 2. As well as Myles Garrett, Drew Tranquill, and Brian Burns all got 2 as well. Receiving yards, Zay Flowers, 143. Puka Nacua, 130. Jackson Smith Njigba, 124. Keon Coleman, 112. CeeDee Lamb, 110. Interceptions, the people that got 1, basically. So, yeah. That's going to do it for this week's NFL Tuesday. Next week, I'm going to, and from here on out, I'm going to just go over the NFL standings and then talk about what every team did that week. It's going to be a lot quicker. Instead of having 45-minute episodes, it'll probably be only like 20. Be a lot less drawn out, a lot more quicker, and we still get the same amount of information, So, yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow for NBA Wednesday. We'll probably do like my the NBA awards. Or should I wait until like before the season starts?